Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So this is a follow-up video to my update that's just come out. It's really viable, and the questions, as you know, I always look in my comment section to check to see who is saying what on what the community opinion is, and how many times do we need to vote, and why do we need to vote for that effing Luna coin? Why don't implement things to get Luna, make Luna better? So tired of this effing voting. New info is coming out that prolonged everything seems like it won't be getting a burn anytime soon. Maybe 3 years of voting, then maybe, just maybe, we might have a burn on chain. Maybe in August we might need to vote for another passing the pass of the previous vote. So my response to this is as follows. So the way I see it is governance is, this is what governance is. It's proposals after proposals after proposals after proposals. Now, as to this new proposal that's going to be put forward, okay, and this is my opinion here. This is not Terra Rebel's opinion. This is not the guy who made this proposal's opinion, and nor is this Terra Rebels who wrote any of this. This is from a completely separate entity, separate of Terra Rebels, but is stating a load of valuable points. But at the same time, Ed's commented on it, so it's kind of like at that thing, well, is it them or isn't it them, and stuff like that. So what we do know is that this proposal aims to follow the correct path, so to speak. Now, the correct path meaning that we're informing the correct people, okay? Like, why are we voting all of this through again if the props have already been passed? And it does sound silly, but at the same time, it's not. It's a good question because it's already being thrown about. It's been thrown about already before this video, and it's just all about following the correct procedures, informing the correct people, allowing the correct people like TFL to follow correct procedures, so to speak, and actually implement these things so Terra Rebels do not have to. Now, in the event of them not doing what is stated in this proposal, and them not providing any communication, not distributing the code in support of these two proposals, that's when Terra Rebels are obviously going to officially step in and actually present the code base that they finished, and it must be finished for them to be able to distribute it to the validators following the 10 days after the pass of the governance. Now, we know this is going to be around the 10th of next month. If the proposal goes for if the proposal goes for 5 days, we will see that around the 10th of next month, TFL, that would be their date when they have to respond, and if they don't respond, then Terra Rebels are going to present this code base. Now, like I said, it's all about following the correct procedures. We're not voting these through again, okay? We're voting now pretty much in the most simplest of terms. We're going to be voting to get this code base distributed. That's the most simplest way to put it, I think. And people shouldn't get stressed, and they shouldn't allow themselves to be stressed by the amount of proposals that there are. Because if we go to past, you can see there's so many. And I mean, you'll need to vote on everything. Even if they wanted to change a letter to a capital letter, they would have to let you know. If they wanted to do that in say the name up here of Terra Classic, if they wanted to change that A to a capital letter, the C to a capital C, they would have to vote that through to do it, because it really is that simple with the governance. So yeah, as you know, on the mainnet, they voted through emergency airdrops and things like this. So people need to remember that we're always going to be voting no matter what happens. So this AE person is a bit of a stickler for details, and pretty much he's done this on his own accord, so to speak, and it's not bad what he's done. In my opinion, it's good because he's really laying it all out there. So we're yet to get an official response from Terra Rebels actually about this, and how they feel about it and things like that, because as you can see, this person has gone and done their own due diligence about everything. And if the proposal should pass, EK826 mentioned that the block height for activation of 3568 and 4095 is 88901141. That's approximately the 12th of August, okay? So that's 2 days after TFL actually are able to respond. They have their 10 days. They don't respond. On the 10th day, Terra Rebels are going to present their software update to these validators, and this is approximately when it should land, according to Ed. And Ed has commented saying, thank you, look forward to seeing comments, suggestions and questions. So there you go, kind of having a definitive answer. And I wanted to get the first video out and then do the second follow-up video because I didn't want to crunch it all down into one video. It's a bit too long. It's a bit much to process that much at one time. So I wanted you to process that. You find the negatives and then we can address those negatives. So folks, remember, we're always going to be voting on governance. If that's something you don't like, you should not be in a coin like Luna Classic. And I mean, all coins vote. Shiba Inu has a whole governance system built around Bone Leash and SHIB. So it's not just Terra Rebels that are going to be following this procedure. It's not just TFL that built their whole coin around this. And the reason why this coin was so successful to begin with is just because of how fast the network is, the low fees for everything across the board. And like I said, I moved 8 million Luna Classic from crypto.com to my Terra station. It cost me 2 Luna coins. 2 Luna coins. I mean, if you wanted to move 80 pounds worth of SHIB, it would probably, on a bad day, cost you around 20 quid to move it. It's just ridiculous. Do you mean who can afford to pay those kind of gas fees on crypto? Crypto is supposed to be cheap, fast, and the next generation of everything, of games, of the world, the way we handle money, the way we trade money between ourselves, and the way we're able to now cut corporations and the bigger players in the game out. And yeah, so just make sure you're happy of what's going on and you're happy with getting involved with governance, because you're going to need to vote. It's going to be even more important when we get staking back on board, because you'll have even more of a say, and especially with having more validators like LunkDAO coming forward and the Luna Classic Let It Burn channel coming forward. And as you can see, this page does not favor anybody on this section. It shuffles them all the time. So earlier I was down here. So as you can see, it shuffled them again. So there's never anybody who's sat on top or who's getting the limelight. It's all shared out equally. Everybody gets the same attention from us, if that makes sense. We always try to aim to keep everybody in the circle and keep you updated as much as possible. So folks, let me know what you think about this video. Let me know about all of the proposals and stuff like that. And just remember, those 2 proposals are passed. What this is in effect, we're voting through the software update now, okay folks? So spread the faith, spread the good word, like this video, comment, share it out to your friends, and do make sure that people are up to date and they know exactly how this is going to pan out. So folks, looking forward to seeing what happens on the 12th of August, as EK826 has stated and then commented to pretty much back this statement up. That's just my opinion there, but there you go, folks. Stay safe, beware of scammers. Catch you in the next one. Not financial advice.